Hey everyone, this is Rick, and today's NFL picks coming up. So, this is one of those weeks in the NFL that are really, I don't want to use the word trappy because that's what people who don't know what they're talking about say, but it's kind of spooky. There's some fool's gold out there that I ain't touching. I'm not getting involved with Thursday night football. Gun to my head, I would take Oakland plus the points at home, obviously. I'm not going to touch Kansas City because I missed the number. It opened to -3.5. It's now sitting at 6, so I wouldn't blame you now that the number's basically telling you Mahomes is playing. I wouldn't blame you if you took Kansas City, but I'm not going to be touching it. A bunch of people are going to get suckered into betting for Buffalo with that plus 2.5. You're going to regret it. I ain't touching that game. Arizona, Tampa Bay. Gun to my head, I would be in the under. Under, I think it's at 52. $51's across the board, it looks like. I'm looking under in oh, that's not it. 52. Yeah, 52.5 at some places. I'm definitely looking under in that game, but not a play of mine. I'm not playing it, not touching it. Giants and Jets. No opinion on that game. Atlanta, New Orleans. New Orleans is going to win, but how up are they? I mean, just there. I don't see anything enticing about this game. And you're going to think the ugly dog I'm about to give you. You're going to think, how can you go through all those games and then you want to play this one? Well, let me explain. First official pick for NFL is going to be Cincinnati hosting Baltimore. I took Cincinnati plus 10.5. And here's why. Baltimore just upset New England at home. Now they're going on the road and laying double digits to a divisional foe. I'll always take double digits in a divisional game with the dog at home. That's just an automatic play for me. Sorry, I'm getting sick. But even without that, you ever have one of those games where, like in previous seasons, where you watch and you're like, this team just beat so and so, like New England. How are they losing to this Browns or Jets team? How is it possible? This is going to be that game. They're not going to. I don't think Baltimore's going to lose, but I don't trust them to cover 10.5 points on the road to a team they couldn't even cover a touchdown with at home. It was I know it was less than double digits. They didn't even cover against Cincinnati at home with less than this. So give me Cincinnati. I don't care that Andy Dalton's sitting out. That might just be even better. For all I know, for all I care. But if I'm getting double digits with a home dog in a division, that's an automatic play for me. So my official play: Cincinnati plus 10.5 at home hosting Baltimore. I would scoop it up because most of the money's on Cincinnati, so it's not like I'm the only one. Scoop it up before they move it down to 9. I would still bet it at 10, but if you can get 10.5, awesome. If it moves to 11, which I would, well, maybe before kickoff when all the casual bettors come into the sports books or they log into their accounts, they'll think they found something good in Baltimore. If it moves to 11, then I would definitely hammer it. But 10.5, 10 is fine. Detroit, Chicago, don't want anything to do with that game. Coin flip. Miami, Indianapolis. I'm not a fan of laying double digits in NFL. I'll lay double digits in college football, but very rarely will I lay double digits in NFL. And I'm not going to take Miami, although they have covered the last 4 games in a row. I just assume find other games to play with. Carolina, Green Bay. It's hard to go to Lambeau and win. But Carolina's good. Green Bay's good. I don't have a play on this game, but I would lean Carolina plus the 5.5. And I'd sprinkle that money line. Although I will say, I don't know how that Carolina team is going to do in the cold because it's snowing up there. I saw a picture of the field yesterday and it was covered in snow. So that could play a factor. Either way, not touching this game. Rams Pittsburgh at home. If I were playing this game, I couldn't look anywhere but Pittsburgh. LA just hasn't been their Super Bowl hangover is still going on, and they can't stretch the field. If they can't stretch the field, they can't run the ball. They can't run the ball. They can't stretch the field, and they got to rely on Jared Goff to do stuff on his own. No thanks. I'll take Pittsburgh at home. My game of the week. So I did something this week that I will very rarely do. I played 2 units on this game. Minnesota at Dallas. I'm getting 3 points with the better team. Wrong team's favored. Easy. I don't know. This could be one of those trap games I just fell into, but I laid 2 units, or I bet 2 units on Minnesota plus the points. Plus 3. Dallas. Jason Garrett's not good at home against the spread. Their Dallas home field advantage is below average as far as the NFL is concerned. And Minnesota's the better team. They have the better defense. They're getting points. And Dallas has no home field advantage. It's under the mean as far as home field advantage goes. Give me Minnesota. I put 2 units on Minnesota as my official pick. 2 units on Minnesota plus the points. And unofficially, I took 1 unit and put it on the money line. Got some plus money coming at me. That's the only thing I can look at on this slate of NFL games this weekend and think that I have some kind of an edge. Now, Vegas and offshore books, they never post lines to give you free money. And this looks like one of those free money delusions. But give me Minnesota. I'll take Minnesota over Dallas. I don't usually touch Monday night or Thursday night football, so I don't have any opinions on those. Monday night, Seattle, San Francisco. That's just the game I want to watch. Gun to my head, if I had to make a bet, if I could make a free bet, I would lay the points with San Francisco at home. And, Seattle, it's basically Chris Carson, Russell Wilson, and Tyler Lockett and Pete Carroll versus the San Francisco 49ers, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, that's a good combination of folks to win games, but San Francisco is just far exceeding our expectations this year. They look really good. Not an official play. I don't usually mess with Monday night, Thursday night football. But gun to my head, take San Francisco. So yeah, what I was talking about, the units. Let's talk about that real quick. So whenever I have a unit for the weekend, what I do is I take a percentage of my bankroll, 3%. All right? So I multiply the total of my bankroll times 0.03. I get a number. Say it's $25, hypothetically. Each of my plays are going to be $25. If I make 4 plays, I'm going to use $25 a play. If I make 1 play, it's going to be $25. Then, assuming I bet with my head and made good picks, I win, and now that bankroll is upped a little bit. So next week when it comes time to bet, I recalculate that 3%. Say now it's $27 as 3% of my bankroll. Now every one of my bets is going to be $27. So that's basically using compound interest with your bankroll. If you lose, recalculate it the next week, and maybe it's 23 now. All right, you want to scale back too. If you had a losing weekend, you don't want to go firing the next week unless you have significant edge on several games. You don't want to be betting more games after when you're losing. That's the biggest problem people have, is they bet more when they lose to catch up, and then when they're winning, they bet less. No, whenever you're winning, that's when you bet more. Whenever you're losing, that's when you bet less. It sounds simple, but that's one of the biggest pitfalls I see people get into. That's all I got. Recap. I am taking Cincinnati, the ugly home dog, catching 10.5, 1 unit. I am on Minnesota plus the points at Dallas for 2 units. Those are my official NFL picks. Please like and subscribe. Excuse my voice, and I'm very congested, so it's hard to talk. And it's hard to look at this computer right now. That way I just want to lay in bed and die. But please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys with the recap on Sunday night, Monday morning. Have a good one.